Quality Signs and Designs, 775-537-5575.
In this week's court report, after resisting arrest and dragging a motorcycle officer, Robert Ferris appears in Justice Court this morning for his pretrial hearing. That proceeding was scheduled during Ferris's recent arraignment, during which he was appointed attorney Nathan Gent as his public defender, and Ferris was informed of the charges against him. Following Ferris's arrest, he was initially charged with a laundry list of charges, including failure to drive on right half of road, conspiracy to possess a stolen vehicle, resisting a public officer with a deadly weapon, not a firearm, battery with a deadly weapon, assault on a protected person with a deadly weapon, driver disobeys peace officer endangering others, basic speed 41 plus miles per hour posted over speed limit, reckless driving with disregard of safety of other persons, driving on sidewalk, another traffic charge, and various drug charges, including possession to sell Schedule 1 through 5 substances, attempt to conspire to violate the Uniform Controlled Substance Act, duty to stop at scene of an accident, failure to render aid at vehicle accident, no proof of insurance, and destroying property of another $250 to $5,000. Investigators say it all started when an officer observed a green Honda fail to drive on the right side of the road on State Route 372 near Walgreens. That's when the officer activated his emergency lights and siren and motioned for the vehicle to pull over. Ferris initially complied and identified himself. Then, after a warrants check, the officer says Ferris's record returned with a dangerous offender notification, or DONS hit, with special conditions. The Honda also returned with a positive match as a stolen vehicle out of Las Vegas. When the officer tried to place Ferris in custody, the suspect pulled away and actively resisted. Then, as the officer struggled with Ferris, that suspect was able to get the Honda into reverse, forcing the now dangling and dragging officer to try to free himself from Ferris and the open vehicle window. And all of this happened just as Ferris struck the officer's motorcycle with the rear of that Honda. That officer landed and then rolled, fearing Ferris was going to run him over. The officer says Ferris sped off and fled the scene, past Walgreens shoppers. Deputies pursued Ferris as he drove at excessive speeds in 5 separate speed zones, crossing over roads, cutting through traffic, and even driving on the sidewalk before crashing. When officers were finally able to search Ferris's possessions, they found a total of 5 small bags of a substance presumed to be hallucinogenic mushrooms, a small glass pipe, and an edible product containing THC. Notably, police also found a parole and probation monthly report that belongs to Ferris. That suspect was taken to Desert View Hospital for medical evaluation before being transported to the Nye County Detention Center. This has been your court report. I'm Eunette Gentry for News 25.